Oh, shit.
We have a potential 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here. Hi. Are we rolling?
Yes.
Oh, we're rolling. Let me put it on Do Not Disturb. Don't bother me, AI. I'm in the moment. I'm organic with 2 cameras and 2 lights. What have I been doing? I have been doing self-care, and look at me. I'm just glowing. Look at this top. Look at this blouse, fellas. Hey, men. Look at my tits. No. You call it whatever you want, but this is a lovely sweater. It's by Filson, my Seattle-based company. It's been around since a long time. I don't fucking know. I read the date and it went, oh, and now it's gone. Now it's out the window. And they have this lovely store. Did I talk about it? How they give me chicken?
No, you just glanced over.
I thought I spilled coffee. Did you see that? I was like, how? The bottom fell out? It did. It was a coaster made by Deadlight Visions, and that's why you always put your handle on it, because could have been dicey there, huh? Oh, there it is. Write your name. I got a gift. I'll get to that. She wrote her name on it, and I could thank her and not be like, who gave this to me? And feel like an asshole. So I appreciate you. Filson's in Seattle, when I was there, they had free booze, lots of booze, free IPAs. Couldn't partake in that. Because, might smoke some meth after that and get a boner and go looking for trouble. That sounded bad. Hookers, mainly. Dark deviant behavior, loose women. Hey, stranger, I did meth. You want a bareback? Yeah, okay. No problem here. Look away, God. Look away. So that is why we can't drink. It's hard enough saying no to loose women sober. With the hooch. What do you want? I'll give you my soul, lady. What? You want money? You want my watch? You got any coke, too? It gets dark. Anyhow. How the fuck did I get there? Oh, IPA. Free IPAs at Filson's. I didn't take Lion's Mane today. You want to get it? It's right on the counter there. I'm sorry. I'm not this bossy. It's just we got to stop the podcast if I get up, It should be right on the cubes there, next to the microdosing. Grab some for yourself, sir. I just want Lion's Mane. We'll bring them both. You never know. Give me my drugs. That's microdosing. Lion's Mane. Oh, God bless. He's getting them out for me. Oh, no. You taking them for yourself? Oh, I was about to say, you're such a sweet guy. Burn in hell. No. And sorry. This is how I go. Filson's has a beautiful store in Seattle and Vancouver. There's lifetime warranty on flannels. Knock it off with the fast fashion. This is Lion's Mane. It's not drugs, folks. I wish. This stuff does help me. It makes me sharp on stage. The Lion's Mane, I'm digging it. But I guess there's better. I guess that full Paul Stamens, the Mushroom Man, he sells his own brand.
I know, but I was reading about it, and his is like made out of the rice that they grow the mushrooms out of, and some people use the actual mushroom fruiting bodies.
So who's got the good shit? I don't know.
I thought he was the tops, and then I find out there's like, oh, this is actually
There's trial and error with anything. Research your own products. I just found out that Shiliajit, some of them have lead in it, and I'm like, oh, come on. I'm doing this to get away from the poisons, and now this got poison? And I say shit on the internet, and then people are like, I can't believe this guy. And, sometimes I speak the truth, and sometimes I'm fucking wrong. Do some Googling. I know if I'm going after Monsanto and you defend them, you're a dumb fuck. Because people came at me, you don't even know what a GMO is. All I do know is leave the food chain alone. Is that so hard? It was going fine for millions of years. And then we start going tick, 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 tock. That's what it's called. Tick, tock. Tinkering. And then they defend the tinkering. Fuck you, man. Pesticides weren't introduced till the 50s and 60s, and that's when all sorts of health problems also arise. No proof, but I see the fucking signs, you dum-dums. Why don't you go defend the billion-dollar corporations that clearly love you and care about you and your family? This is baffling to me. I had to block that fool. He came at me. I understand I may say some shit that is divisive and piss people off. It's kind of fun for me, and most of the time I agree with everything I say, but sometimes it's for a bit, and it's, you know, you go a little further, and it's for funny, and I'm a comedian. I'm not these fucking crooked scientists paid for by big corporations. And then when people defend the conglomerate, that's when I lose my shit, and I'm like, I don't get it. You on the side of the Nazis? Like, what are you doing? You on the side of the control? I love corporate media. Operation Mockingbird is fantastic. I want the same thing if I'm in Chattanooga or New York. Give me the same words. This is like I don't understand it. Anyways, you can't wake them all up. So I just be taking my Shilajit and microdosing. And, boy, we're all over the place. Caffeine and no lion's mane. That's what happened there. Back to Filson's. I remember. Stay on track. It's just like a bitch in flannel. I'm a flannel guy. I know I'm talking about flannels. I realize this is weird. You know, like this guy's just talking about flannels. Go to Filson's store and get some fried chicken for free. And if you can drink, they got free booze too. I had water. You know. Oh, they had free coffee samples. And they recognized me. He's like, you a comedian? I said, yeah. So give me a free flannel. No. How about coffee and chicken? Okay. It was fantastic. And this is the whole point of that. This is Filson's. Man, this rich people shit's good stuff. You feel better. I'm vibrating. I'm goosing. I'm glowing. My skin's all greasy. I put organic shea butter on it. Fuck your parabens. I don't know what they are, but I hear they're bad. You know? Your forever chemicals and your wee-wee powders. Fuck you, Johnson & Johnson. I don't want pussy cancer. All right? Wee-wee cancer, whatever it's called. Oh, they're going to get me on that. It's called ovarian cancer. Fuck you, you fucking know-it-all nerds in the comments section. I hope I post this and get shadow banned for cussing at you. You can't say fuck you to the... Actually, it's not called wee-wee cancer. No shit, dumb fuck. It's funny that I call them that when I'm saying wee-wee cancer. Mm-hmm. You get it? Intellect. You see, I got my wits. This guy just fucking, you know, they say don't read the comments. I've been really, really good. And then that one, I told you, he defended GMO. And I went, no. Like, I don't understand that. I understand quite a bit. But that, I'm like, I don't get it. So I killed him. I did not. I blocked him. So he's dead to me on the internet. That's what you should do to everyone who doesn't agree with you. Kill them. These are jokes, folks. Do not do that. You will go to jail. It's bad. Boy, hot coffee in this sweater with a long sleeve shirt underneath was a bad idea. Somebody's sweating over here. I also just said kill people. That's a pretty bad message to say. It's peace and love. These are jokes. These are jokes, but don't push me. No, it's all love. It's all love, peace and love. Gotta sell my guns now. Ugh, no. Yeah, right, suckers. Okay, so we've been doing the self-care. We'll stay on that. Did I finish all my stories? I've been bouncing like a fucking ping
Anything
pong
else
ball.
about Filson you want to talk about?
Just life. It's an expensive store. It's for rich farmers. Somebody said that, and I can't unsee it. That's exactly who it's for. It's for rich farmers. But if you like a high-quality flannel with a lifetime warranty, and you're tired of fast fashion and fucking buying it at Tilly's and getting a hole in your elbow after 3 months, go to fucking Filson's. Just pay the extra. It's good for life. You feel better. I'm fucking big pimping over here. Look at this. It's cream color. I never had cream color. I'm scared to eat stuff, though. I'll be like, let me take my top off. You having ragu? Let me take my top off. You wouldn't happen to have a blouse, an extra blouse. You wouldn't happen to have an extra sheet. Craig, you look like the Klan. No. That's not what I meant. What if that's the fuck? Craig's in the Klan now. No, I bought rich people stuff. I don't want stains. I asked for sheets and I cut a little teepee. And it was a bad look at spaghetti dinner. Oh boy. Boy, this is silly stuff, huh? So I got a holistic facial with my sister. No chemicals, no nonsense. Hermosa Beach. If you're South Bay local, hit up my family. And she did that fucking... Oh, God, I should have wrote it down. I got videos, though. You're going to Google it when they've massaged the lining of your jaw. I'll text her. Google. They stick your fingers in your jaw and massage, like, the joints. And you don't think you have pain in your lock jaw until she fucking starts going like this and kneading it and getting rid of knots. What's it called when you massage my jawbone and inner lining of my mouth?
TMJ massage?
No, it's got a hippie. It's Eastern medicine, like Gayukaki, Guku Kuku Kuku Pupulup. That's what it's called. They basically reach in your mouth and press on the pressure points of your jaw, and it's gnarly, and just go to town on these. And I didn't even know I had pain there until she started pressing the pressure points, and then I was like, and then my jaw was sore and felt better afterwards.
Marma massage?
I think so. Yeah, that rings a bell. And my skin, dude, products, man. Products are good. She put this shit on me and my skin was glowing. I never looked at my skin and was like, oh, wow. And I was digging in the dirt with my niece and nephew. We're breaking up some old concrete to plant a garden at my sister's house. And I was like doing a story and I was like, oh, my skin looks good, you know? I don't say that or think that. Usually it's because of good lighting, but it was good product. And then today I got a deep tissue with this fool. He does biohacking, and he is like a guru. He had LED infrared pad with crystals in it, and it heats up and zaps ions in you. Like infrared sauna, but a pad. So it's like a heating pad, an infrared sauna pad, and it has healing crystals in it. I know that sounds hippie and some people might back off, but if you look up these pads in the reviews, there's something to it, and they shoot little shits in you. And then, once again, this is Craig Conant's dumb explanation, all right, motherfuckers? There's sciencey definitions, and the shit works, and it feels good. And then he had cupping. He did cupping. And then he did stretching and worked on, like, your joints. And I felt shit, like, unlock. I was like, I was like, was that out of place? And then he had this one. And he explained the frequencies. So there's frequency machines. And there's some. He gave me the card to the shoulder guy in Beverly Hills. Fancy motherfucker. And it's to not get surgery. And what it is, it's a frequency machine. I believe they zap the Schumann resonance, the pulse of the earth. That's why I be grounding, and this shit's real, y'all. I know hippie boy over here been telling you to fuck the soil for how long now? It works, you know. And he explained it all. Bottom line, it makes your shoulder heal and secrete stem cells to then correct the problem naturally and not need surgery. And I don't think I'm at that place yet, but he said it's a possibility because my shoulder is pretty fucked up. And then he had this thing that is the equivalent to a high-frequency blow dryer. And he told me the 3 frequencies is like microwave's bad, this one's this, and this one's this. And it's known as God's frequency, and it's good for healing. And he does that shit, and that shit heats up in a different way. You know, I've used the blow dryer too. I got long hair, you know. And you just feel it melting away knots in problematic areas in my back. And then I had the CBD, thanks to Care by Design. So that's a lot of things. We got the healing mat, the fucking God's blow dryer. They got technical names, all right, motherfuckers. Just go to the guy. He'll explain to you all the science behind it. And you're like, oh, I go, yeah, just do the dance, bro. I drank the Kool-Aid long ago. You say you got God's blow dryer. I ate a quarter of mushrooms at 15 years old. You say that, I say, amen. I believe you. Let's go. Blow my back, bro. That sounds weird, now doesn't it? Kept my underwear on because he's a dude and I'm not gay. That would sounded homophobic now, didn't it? You know, it's just something you don't want your tallywhacker out. If it was a woman out there, I'd woman full nude. Creep, pervert, get him. Just joking. You're like, hey. And he was worth every penny. Obviously cost more than some of these cheaper places, but it's worth it. And then what else? Machines he had. Oh, the Theragun. He's going at it, bro. He had fucking tools. That shit was legit. He was, oh man. How many? Cupping, God's blow dryer, healing mat, infrared. Oh, infrared, a machine on both sides. He put the shit on the back, and that is supposed to do all sorts of stuff that I don't remember. Anyways, I had just one of those painful ones where he sticks your finger in the knot but like rotates you and like breathe and coaches you and he's popping shit. Ugh. Extremely painful but beautiful, healing. And then I got ayahuasca again because I'm a savage. I'm hooked on the sauce. No more solo pods after ayahuasca. I'm done crying on camera. Never again. I'm fucking done, y'all. I am done. Only guest. Then after a week of processing and I get my my toughness back, then I'll talk about it. I'm done weeping. Oh fuck. It's good though. It lets the people know of its true power because I can't fake that shit. And it is an extremely healing medicine. It's not a drug. I'm getting angry at misconceptions. The more experience I have with it, the more you see it for what it is. It's absolutely a beautiful treat put here on planet Earth for us to experience and heal from trauma, and once again go to the right healing circles as it becomes more popular. Gurus kind of change things. Example, religions and cults. But most of the circles are all about healing. That's a small faction of anything, just like anything else on this earth. And yeah, that's shit. I got my sister to come. That took a lot. And I'm excited for her. She's scared shitless. She hasn't done nothing like this. And she did acid in high school. That was 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And it's not that, but, any break off of anything like that, these kittens just get into everything. Huh?
Did she have a good experience with the acid?
Oh, she loved it back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
She just grew up, She's not an addict, so she didn't do it for 20 years like I did. Not acid, just drugs in general.
I feel like if you have a good relationship with one psychedelic, it's kind of...
No, but she hates, she used to be a stoner in high school. This is all ancient shit. And then she smoked 15 years ago and had a panic attack, went to the bathroom, and then ever since then she hates all drugs. Mm-hmm. Even though she was never really like me. She was a little bit of a hippie, just a little weed, little booze. She's got her shit together. I was like, nobody got the bug but me. What the fuck, man? Come on. Of my siblings, there's aunts, uncles, and fathers and shit. Actually, I take that back. Everyone's either a foodie, a sugary, a druggie, a something-y. Everybody's got something. I take it back. It's like, why can't I just have a healthy relationship with cookies? Give me the cookie. Where is it? Oh, great. I already need a break. I'm farting blanks. I'll just eat a bunch of mushrooms. I had a guest today, but he got in a fender bender. And then he said the guy wants to wait for the cops to come. And I love this dude. I respect this dude. I think absolutely it happened. But a part of me is like, it better have happened. You better have gotten in a car wreck. If you know what I mean? You better have an injury, bro. That's so funny. It's the only time. If somebody cancels on you for something, like I remember, this is a different scenario, but a gig got canceled and the guy forgot to tell the comics, and we all showed up, and we were fucking mad, and we're comics, and we go dark. We're like, he's a sad Sally. We're like, you better be fucking suicidal right now, bro. To fucking justify this? You made 6 comics, drive 45 minutes in the rain for no show? You know, you better be dark right now, huh? The gun better be out. You know, it's the only time you wish bad shit. You better be sick. You know, every other time, I hope you're well. You better be 5150 and the cops are on their way. Oh, speaking of that, I don't know if I should talk about this. My neighbor, I got some crazy neighbors. He's that fool. I was talking about him. We always smoke weed, and he used to smoke crack on the street in Harbor City in Wilmington, where my family's from and where I was born. And he's a cool dude, but he you know, he's crazy. And yeah, I don't know if I should tell this story. Anyways, old girl, his girl, baby mama, she been sober a long time, like 15 years, and she relapsed and is bad. And she gets 5150, and the cops come 3, 4, 5 times for her. And then shit escalated, and they got into it. And then cops came for him, obviously. And now he's not allowed anymore. But another neighbor was helping him facilitate and call the police. And now he's been driving by cussing at her. And I'm just like, this is crazy, you know. And yeah, I don't know the answer there. All I know is everybody's nuts. That just sucks. You go to help somebody and now you need a gun, you know. That's not funny. But the cops warned my other neighbor, the helper, like, yeah, he's dangerous. And she's like, yeah, I know. And then they tell me, I'm like, no, I don't. I got 4 cats. I can't be getting involved. It's one of those things. It's just awful. It's a big old shit show, and you want to help, but sometimes, like, fuck. Let me be anonymous. I'm gonna help from the other side of the street. Anonymous. Cuckoo. Crazy. Moral of the story. Run away. He stayed. Obviously none of that, no, you know, no abuse should happen, but cops got called on old girl 4 times. After the 2nd time, you go away now. You stayed, and look what happened. That's how I see it. Fucking run. I've dated so many crazy. You met one. Remember? Yeah. I ran from her, and she showed up. She used to stalk me. One time we were fighting so bad, and I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to cry and die or do bad things. So I just ran. I ran away from a beautiful woman because it was just, you can't win. They're too crazy, some of them. And then she followed me and then was sitting at a bar with another dude. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, I am far from a saint or innocent, but that's something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was like a drop in the bucket for that girl.
Yeah. That was nothing. She told me shit, and there was 9 million red flags the first day we met, and I still hit it raw that night. I didn't give a shit. I was like, I should run. I love you. And just toxic shit. I'm only dating sweeties now. Kind-hearted, no maliciousness. If you're a fan of Maleficent, is that a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't dating you. Yeah, fucking.
Was that girl the same girl that went to rehab and you were supposed to go visit her?
And I got drunk with a neighbor I met that day. And he was telling me about the New World Order trying to take over. I was like, give me the vodka, bro. I'm not on mushrooms yet. I know, but I don't know. And he's like, you okay with this? I'm like, no, but what do you want me to do? I work at Trader Joe's. I'm a drug addict. Give me the hooch. You got any powders? The fuck is old TJ gonna do about this? Yeah, it was. She ended up showing up at my work with another dude right when I got off. That's when I went crazy and chased the guy down and tried to break his car window with my knife. And it was on Melrose, and I was like, this is bad. I looked around. It was 4 p.m. on Melrose. I was like, this is bad luck. You trying to kill this guy. I told that story wrong on Michael Yo's podcast. People thought I was chasing my lady. I was like, no, I was chasing the dude. I'm a man. And, yeah, I seen his face going. Because I was just the butt of the knife. I didn't have the blade out. I'm not a psycho. I was just going to break the window. You think these knuckles can do it? He never showed up at my work again. I'll just say that. This is very unhealthy, toxic awfulness I'm explaining, but I'm just saying it always takes two to tango. Motherfuckers always be blaming somebody. And moral of the story is have boundaries. And like that's just a shit show. People are like trying to explain it. I'm like, it's a tornado. You know?
I feel like that was the last actually like crazy girl you dated that I was aware of.
Yeah. There was one more after that. Like evil crazy.
Yeah.
There's sweet crazy. That's fine. As long as you got a good heart and aren't malicious. That's that. You're just like, you know, you don't know what to do. Yeah. I'm fine with anybody fucking up as long as it's not intentional and malicious. Because people are fucked up. Everyone has their own shit. And it's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Or if it's on purpose, it's just one thing. That girl would always do shit like that. I was like, I end up, after chasing the dude with my car and knife, I end up having a conversation with him. And I said, hey man, I live right here and I work right there. As long as you don't show up with my lady in those two places, we're cool. If you show up, you know, on site, I don't know, I'm Mexican, I'm crazy, I don't know what it is. Fucking on site, bro. That seems fair. Yeah. Hey, don't show up with my ex-lady at my work and my home. But that's what she was doing. She was using him as a pawn to get me to chase him, and it worked. I was trying to run him off the road. We were doing some vehicular, you know. Anyhow, we're working on ourselves now, aren't we, Craig? We're on Lion's Mane. God is good. So who hasn't chased a man with a knife before? I told you I can't fight. What am I going to chase him with my fists? No. He needs to know something can happen. That's that shit. Jason Ellis is like, he was asking me, can you fight? I'm like, no, I'm just willing to die. And that scares some men because they go, uh-oh, I know I could beat this guy, but something's in his eyes. He's willing to die tonight. I can see it. And yeah, that just happens, you know. I don't know. Do you get that way? I don't think you do.
No.
Good childhood?
Yeah, pretty normal.
Pussy. You fucking pussy. You weren't raised on survival? You had love? You had safety. You didn't constantly think of the worst case scenario 100% of the time. So what if you're 5? Yeah, me and my sister were talking about that. Because I talk about my dad a lot, and he goes, I know somebody that listens. I hear what you say. I'm like, good. You like the truth? You should listen too. He doesn't even remember, bro. He has no fucking clue. I told you, I forgive him. I love him. It's just insanity to not be aware. It's I sound like every old man ever, but it was just a different time. No one was aware of sugar and of bleach flour fucking us up and all this chemicals. It was, besides a random few health nuts, it was just normal. Everybody drank Kool-Aid and ate top ramen. There was like 2 weird holistic health kids. Now it's pretty common. And I bring that up because like back then it was just like, oh, you're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You're supposed to see fucking slot machine with hookers on it. You're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. It just makes me go, it's just the way it was, dude.
I feel like there was still lead in the gas when our parents were kids.
Yeah, no seat belts, lead, drinking and driving was normal. Not even shame. Like if you crashed, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, Nana, come on. That's crazy. They used to do lobotomies till like the fucking 70s. Shit was wild, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's off. Take a piece of his brain off. That'll fix it. I don't think that works. It's insanity. Oh, I remember the GMO argument. I had to like try to sense some. I was like, what happened? I said like, dude, you're defending Monsanto and genetically engineering food and so on, and then because he said that argument like, because I was making fun of Russia and China, and he's like, why don't you move there then, bro? He did that dance, and I'm like, oh my god, that's what made me so mad, because the founding fathers of this country who had some issues too, but they fought injustice. That's what America is. Supposedly equal opportunity for all. Clearly, they didn't mean that 100%.
We're getting closer.
And we're getting closer. But they were fed up of abuse, taxes, and so on. And then to want to correct the atrocities that are happening in our world. I'm not a patriot, but that is what a patriot is. It's just like they got it flipped. Their game is so good. They got this idiot defending monsters and coming at me when we both should and could be on the same side and be like, hey, let's open the books. Let's investigate these criminals for these horrible things they're doing, whether that be Monsanto or Lockheed Martin or Vanguard or BlackRock or Central Banks and so on. Whoever has a war on humanity and freedom, and they go to China. And I'm like, they're like, you'd be hung for saying that. I'm like, true, but they suppress people all the time. They delete Twitter accounts. I'm sure some people here are dying and we just don't hear about it, And it's like, that's your argument? Go to China? See if you could say that in China. How about we get better and clean it up? That's like, I don't understand that. You're arguing like, okay, so because everything goes to poop. Russia and China are like dirty diarrhea, and we're still like solid caca. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
He's saying like, be happy it's solid. And it's like, we could be clean. We could have no caca. That's my whole argument. But he wasn't hearing it. And then he said something to me, and I just blocked him. Oh, I sent him, because these conspiracy theories. So I sent him one I learned of recently called Operation Sea Spray, where in the 50s the government sprayed San Francisco Bay and they got caught. And it's on Wikipedia. So it's on their news. You just vomited. Chris just vomited. Because I was trying to prove a point. America doesn't really give a fuck about us. Americans do, the fucking elite, the big money, the corporations, whoever bought and paid for everybody. And then so I sent them sea spray. And I was like, here's cold hard facts. They got caught, found guilty. They poisoned Americans to study. And it's on their channels, their websites. It happened. And then he still was like, still better than China. I'm like, they sprayed us with shit. And then I realized I'm just arguing with a dumb internet troll. And I'm like, why? And then I blocked them.
Yeah, because like you have reason to be on the internet for your career, and we post things to try and grow your audience. It makes sense, but for someone to spend their whole day on top of probably working an 8-hour or more job, like just typing and typing into their phone.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
why?
guilty of it too, but like I said, he struck a nerve. It's just like, go to Russia. I'm like, what? I'm not even Russian. You know, like everyone said, go back to Mexico. And 9 out of 10, they're like, I was born here, fool. I just don't understand. I guess that's that Agent Smith shit. You know, it's not really like the Matrix. You tell somebody something that is clearly fact, and they can't handle it, and they go, and they defend their system because it's all they know. You know, it is a hard pill to swallow to realize the government has been fucking us over the entire time, and then you think they have our best interests at heart, and then you show somebody how they poisoned us, and they, you know, I don't know how that. It makes me mad at the government, not at the guy telling me the fucking truth and sending me the link that I didn't write, you know. How does it make you feel to know that our government was caught and found guilty of spraying bacteria on its own people to study it, and then they said nobody got sick? But right around that exact same time, the hospitals filled up with sick people. Doesn't that sound pretty atrocious? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, I guess it's turning into the fucking conspiracy podcast. Is it conspiracy?
I just think that the government is the people that make up the government are the bad people. The idea of a government is a good idea if it works in the people's best interest, and it regulates things in a way that's beneficial. Like if they would break up some of the monopolies, things that they used to do that they don't do at all anymore, and they don't even pretend to do.
I would like to reiterate that I am actually not anti-government. I am anti-corrupt government that doesn't give a fuck about us and bails out Silicon Bank and B of A and on and on and on. How about some accountability government? No more lobbying.
Yeah.
That's because clearly it must exist for some sort of... They shouldn't have as much power as they do.
But there's just so many people, and we need systems of organization to help take care of those people.
Yes, but these systems that's supposed to give us clean water then sell it to Nestle and Arrowhead for $4, and then we have a drought. So I agree with you, and I also believe that most people in government are good people, and then they enter a corrupt system and then get corrupted.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Because do you think you would get corrupted if you were president? Or
I would
senator?
hope I'd take the bullet like JFK. It'd be hard because I'm sure they threaten.
Those are the only two options.
Well, enough people take the bullet, everyone wakes up and be like,
Yeah.
You know? I would hope. I think I would, because I would need to constantly do ayahuasca and mushrooms and say, fuck it, it's a game. Let's go at them. And if I stop any self-care awakening shit, I would be like, all right, I'll take the money. You know?
Yeah. I mean, if the alternative is death.
I probably would take the money and then regret it and then speak out and then get whacked. If I'm being real honest. Like, that's a lot of money. Yeah, your conscience will just... A lot of people whistleblowers are coming out of the fucking woodworks. They don't get the most press, but There's this one fool that was army contractor, and he talked on how he went underground and he saw them. Well, basically ancient Egypt pyramid building shit. They had monoliths hovering over the ground. All sorts of people. Government whistleblowers, you don't see them too much. They're usually on the fringe channels, but you could see the fear in their voice. That fucking poor kid from Little Rascals just came forward, Alfalfa, on how he was molested and how Hollywood's corrupt. And this is all over the place. But I'm saying, like, whistleblowers, the dark is being exposed right now. And more and more people are talking about it. Ricky Schroeder just did a video. He's a childhood star and actor, saying how Hollywood's sick and how he was sent videos of satanic rituals of people being killed, and how, yeah, no, you don't see these. Yeah, I used to share them with you, but you pulled back. And this is him telling the story of stuff he was exposed to. Like, the shit's real, y'all. Whether you believe it or not, the thing that made me realize it was real is like, okay, so whether this devil shit is real or not, they think it's real.
Yeah.
They believe in this weird shit. The symbols are fucking everywhere. It's in every halftime show, all the shit. You see all of it. Just Google one highlight reel of satanic symbolism in Hollywood. Your jaw will drop. It's everywhere. It's on every set. Epstein's little blue paint island was on the set of Ellen. It's a really weird, strange coincidences, you know. Hey, they put it side by side and like, that looks like that. You went to the island. You're on the flight record. So, you know. Shirley Temple got chased by Hollywood execs with the pants down. It's just weird, bro. And more people are speaking truth, and we need to protect those people because a lot of whistleblowers get sent to prison and tortured. Like Julian Assange and Snowden and Bradley Manning?
Chelsea Manning,
and so on. It's like these people ratted on the government for doing war crimes and then they get sent to prison. How about the guys torturing innocent souls? No, it's okay. Get the one who told on the monsters. But more and more, I'm finally, instead of being so angry and riled up about it, I'm finally at peace with it because it's the first time in my life I feel like the tide's changing. Positivity's winning. People are waking up. They're realizing there's poisons and everything. There's microplastic and everything. The government continuously bails out central banks and not Nana, whose home's about to foreclose. You don't have $50K for Nana, but you got $100 billion for Silicon Valley, $1 trillion for the war. But you ain't got $6 to give her some legumes. Nana needs some protein. She's got arthritis because you don't give her grounding Schumann resonance machines. Those are a threat. These healing rays are a threat. Okay. The writing's on the wall, motherfuckers. And if you think I'm crazy, then stop listening. But we got to mix in the funny too. That we don't want to get too deep, too heavy. Where are you on this rabbit hole?
I know I'm with you. Yeah.
You weren't always though, right? The pandemic kind of woke everybody up. I think it had a backwards effect on.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to not go all the way down the rabbit holes because sometimes I do and I get real depressed and.
That's where I was for about a decade.
Yeah.
I finally got out.
Yeah, I mean, I assume there's more terrible things in this world that I don't know about all over the place, but
it's a lot of bullshit too, so it's hard to, you're like, okay, that's nonsense. Oh, that's recurring theme and pattern here. You know, it's muddy water. There's always some nut that takes it too far and you're like, you dumb fuck. There was some shit there, but you went so wackadoo, you ruined it, you know?
I just think there's enough on the surface that we can see easily without having to dig deep that is terrible and wrong. So it's like, I don't have the energy to get real deep with it. I'm already mad at the people on TV that I know are don't have my best interests at heart. And don't.
Oh yeah, it's laughable. It becomes a circus, like Frank Zappa said. He's like, politics is just theater for us, and you see it, and you're just like, that guy's hired to say this to get a reaction, and that guy's hired. Like, abortion is used as a trick. I know, like, shitty things are happening, but it's like, oh no, they're unifying. Let's make them hate each other. Bam. That's what I see. Mm-hmm. They'll be fucking warring over that for a while and won't see that we just bought the world, so to speak.
But they're really good at it because, like, every election comes down to, like, 51 to 49%, like.
Bro, I'm finally on Carlin, and I'm okay with it. I'm done voting. It's all bullshit. I voted this whole time. It doesn't matter. Everything's bought and paid for.
I would say the local elections in your area
I'm sorry, I retract. Local community shit is still I don't think it's that corrupt, but the big shit, that shit's bought and paid for. Listen to Carlin. He was a fucking poet, philosopher, comic genius. How I know that is because no matter who's in office, the bombs drop, the consolidation of power continues, and nobody gives a fuck about Nana's house foreclosing.
Yeah.
But these big wigs sure do. Their portfolios sure do increase. Anyways, all right. Fuck, too much of that. I like to lightly touch it, but this is a little deep. I don't have a guess.
That wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. Well, still, the silver lining is everyone's waking up. Grow your own food, organic, clean living. Hold companies accountable. Say, hey, you know that poison that's in the baby food? Can you get rid of that? You know the heavy metals in the food, and there's all sorts of videos on the internet, people showing there's fucking metal in their food. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Also, don't eat cereal. It's all sugar. It's no nutrient value whatsoever. Just eat some fucking nuts. It's better for you. Got some right here.
Do you have any wacky Florida adventures?
Oh, shit. Orlando. They put me up at a resort. That shit was nice. That shit was real nice. Except the bar was called the Wave Pool Bar, and I thought they had a wave pool, and I went, and I was like, this is a fucking bar. I want to go in the wave pool. Me and my cousin Lisa used to fake drowning in the wave pool so they'd stop it and save us at Raging Waters and Wild Rivers. We were real crazy kids. And then the next day was Tampa. Tampa was the shit. There was one guy so hammered. He was a super fan, but he was just fucking. I had to tell him to shut up like 9 times. They tried to fucking come at me after the show out of love, but like a love hug is a tackle from a guy that's blackout drunk. Mm-hmm. And there was this big bouncer, and he fucking saved me. I tipped him right there. I was like, here, dog. I fucking love you, bro. He just grabbed him. End of the line. And it was awesome. I had a line for fools to meet me. This feels surreal, bro. This old Trader Joe's toothless bandit got a line. I think I bought this terry cloth sweater blouse. What else, man? Running on empty.
Do you have an intention for your next ayahuasca?
Yeah, I think just the same old shit. I've been getting much better at inner peace. I've been at less and less war. The reason I keep coming back to, it's like layers of onions of healing. I thought I was going to be healed, one and done, and just stop being an addict and wanting to get fucked up, and then it's still there. And I'm like, this is bullshit. I don't want to struggle anymore. And but I am getting lighter, and it is getting easier, and everything is a process. Sometimes it just doesn't happen overnight. I know it can. I need to incorporate more hypnotherapy and work on getting rid of addictive behavior. And it's been getting better and better and easier. And the dark thoughts less and less. I never, ever, 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 ever will kill myself. But those shitty thoughts of dark thoughts, where you'd be like, man, it'd be so much easier. But obviously that's not the case, and your hole in the world you'll leave is no good. So don't do that. Go do ayahuasca. If you're thinking of putting a pistol in your mouth, go do ayahuasca. If you're wondering of what painting to paint next, go do ayahuasca. So many misconceptions. It's a plant medicine, it's a purifier, it's a detoxifier, and it cleanses your soul. Cleanse your mind, body, soul. Science. On a nerdy Neil deGrasse level, it cleans you on a cellular level. On a fucking shaman Machu Picchu level, you astral project and talk to consciousness. So your bases are covered. You need to clean up your liver? Go do ayahuasca. You need to heal from your molestation? Go do ayahuasca. Well, that's a dark thing to laugh at. It's true, though. And there's many, many, many plant-based medicines that can do things. This is what I know, and I found my healing circle, so I'm on the sauce. And but you can actually achieve it through breath work. There's certain breath work you don't even need to take a plant. You can have a psychedelic experience off breath work. It may take a half hour or 2 hours of this breath work, but you could release so much DMT you can astral travel off fucking. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
I know fools that have done it. They're like, oh yeah. I'm like, what? I did that one breath work where it locked me up in the cramping. Did I tell you that story?
I think so.
Long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the pandemic, I went to this breathwork yoga studio, and they coach you through it. And it's kind of like ayahuasca. They tell you all this stuff, and you're like, yeah, right, buddy. And then he says, we're going to do this breath work. I forgot what it's called because that's how I fucking roll. I'm sorry. And you inhale, and you do an extra one, and then you over-oxygenate the blood. It's that one. And you start to damn near hallucinate. And he said you're going to laugh uncontrollably, cry uncontrollably, or scream uncontrollably. And you're like, okay. And then Sadie, I was with Sadie at the time, she's laughing uncontrollably. Oh, crybaby over here is fucking weeping. But then people are screaming like it's the loony bin, dog. It's like the Joker's in the building. And then they said you'll cramp up and lock up and you can't move. And bro, I locked up in the fetal position. I stopped doing the breath work. They're coaching you. They're like get through it, like David Coggins, whatever that fucker's name is. Keep going. So they're coaching you because you could get to these levels, and it cleanses your soul and oxygenates you, which is, I believe, good for everything in your blood and body. And once again, I don't know the science. I just know it's good. And I was like, I felt good. I felt light afterwards. They give the analogy, it's like making the bed, but for your soul and muscles, because that does something. It gets rid of inflammation, the process. And I couldn't move my hand to wipe my eyes. And when I was in the deep, and I was trying to just wipe my eyes, and it felt like as if I was a fighter pilot training, and G-force was preventing my hand. I'm laying flat on the ground, dog. Nobody's touching me. And I'm like, ooh, yeah. I couldn't do it. And then finally I get some sobriety back just through oxygen, guys. This is air. I was telling my homie Matt Lockwood about it. We went on a hike. It was right before the world shut down. And I was like, dog, I did this breathwork shit, and it was crazier than fucking 4 grams of mushrooms. 3. Not 4. 4. What kind are they? Penis envy? Ooh, 2.5. Those are strong. But my whole point is, it was like eating a half-eighth of mushrooms through oxygen. Bro. There's so many weird secrets to this planet. We have no fucking clue. Pre-pandemic, if you told me you could breathe hard and trip, I'd be like, fuck you, bro. Give me the acid, Now I'm like, no, you can. I did it. It's unfathomable. what natural holistic healing is available on this planet that is constantly suppressed. And then the masseuse dude, he's into all sorts of shit. He told me about this one glasses that this guy invented, and he put a dye on it, and it helps you see people's auras. And then he said the guy had a glass in a glass, and you could peek in and see the other astral planes without fucking ayahuasca. And it was readily available until like the 50s, and then they made it illegal because it was a threat. Being able to see consciousness or whatever. Yeah, it's trippy shit. I wonder what it was called. Son of a bitch.
Have you ever been sober and looked at somebody and feel like you can see their aura?
No, not see their aura, but I guess yes, in the sense to where instantly, like, I like that person. Oh, I don't like that person. And that, and not at no looks or nothing, just energy. Like, oh no, oh yes, safe. You know.
I listened to a Huberman podcast about smells, and there's something to like you'll put like people who have bad energy put off a smell that you like. Humans have the same quality of smelling as dogs. Apparently, maybe even better, but it's just that we're
not conscious of it. Yeah.
So like you like that bad vibe you get about somebody has a little bit to do with their smell.
Dude, your spidey senses, your gut, your intuition, that shit is so real. They take you away. We're so connected to fucking nature, and that's our problem. That's why everybody's sick and shit. Is that we're not meant to. They did studies where you put rats in a confined space, they start to eat each other and bite. It's like, what do you think New York is? Everyone's on time. Fuck you. Then you go out of the woods. Hey, what's up? You know, I know there's sick people everywhere, but for the most part, those general assumptions can be true.
Yeah.
It's just like crowded areas. You just go like, oh, get off me. I got an acre. You got an acre. Hey, Bob. It changes things a bit, doesn't it? Hey, bro, what was that glass that can see into other dimensions? What was the scientist's name? Here, Google it. Help me out.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to make me look smart here. Oh, buccal massage. It was. My sister answered.
Oh, buccal, yeah. That's what people are getting that removed.
Why?
The, like, plastic surgery trend with women where they get their buccal fat removed.
What the fuck's that?
It's like the cheek fat, like your baby fat from your cheeks, and you can't put it back, and then they have these like real strong jaws all of a sudden.
I don't know about that.
Trend. I mean, this is
just a massage.
Yeah, this is normal. That stuff's weird. The surgeries.
The hippie shit. Craig Conant, the hippie pod.
Have you ever you did a float tank before, right?
Yeah. That was cool.
I feel like that with some
mushrooms.
Yeah, that would.
I was going to say, I didn't go there, but I got something right here. I got something that'll take me there. Did you get anything?
No.
They suppressed it.
The Mathalchemy looking glass.
Glass with dye on it that allows you to see people's auras. Aura goggles, psychic powers. Oh no, I'm gonna sound dumb here. It's Dysanian conspiracy?
Yeah.
Dickianian? D-I-C-A-Y. I said it backwards because I'm dyslexic. Dysanian. Aura glasses. Yeah, the more I go down these little rabbit holes, there was so many healers that invented shit that healed people, and then they went away. Lots of sound healing, oxygenated therapy, vibrational tools, Tesla tools. Fucking, they're coming back, though. This kind of makes you angry that these inventions were around 100 years ago, but they went away.
I feel like if the internet keeps doing what it's supposed to do, that kind of stuff will spring back up. And
yeah, well, it's sad too, because the homie was saying he goes to this healer that's been healing people of shit, but it's holistic, and he doesn't even post or promote because he's scared he'll get fucking raided by the feds for healing people with nutrition. Isn't that a sick world? Where a guy that heals you with fucking fruits and veggies is afraid of the feds. Yeah. Why do you think I go a little there sometimes? You just hear these stories. I brought it up before, but the feds raided that Amish farmer for organic farming. I see the pattern here. Everyone's in the fucking comments section. You're crazy. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. This shit's happening. But we are waking up. If that happens one more time, that happened like 9 times. Okay, let's get happy and silly, Craig. Enough of this shit. Where's my guest at? He got hit by a car. You better be injured. I'm fucking dying here. I went dark. I fucking, I try to keep it positive, but then you just... I'm human. We're human.
what about the UFO stuff? Do you think that's...
I believed in that my entire life, and now I feel like the New World Order is just losing the war, and it's all fake, and it's bullshit, because nobody fucking cares anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Like, oh, there's an alien right there. People are like, is there? Is there? Nobody gives a fuck. They've lied to us too many times. I don't know. It's 50. I swear to God, everything's 50-50.
Yeah.
Probably. Is there aliens? Probably. Are they faking it to make a unity of a world government to take over and have complete tyranny? Probably. Probably. I don't fucking know. All I know is I want to take care of my mind, body, soul, and heal myself. And if I heal myself, I heal the world, so to speak. And then it's a chain reaction. And if we grow our own food, what if we just held the government accountable for clean water and to stop selling it to corporations? And we had water and food. We don't need nothing else. Shelter, water, food. Why isn't there a war on that? And let's have a war on shelter, water, food. Everyone has clean water, clean food, clean shelter. Oh, wait, they'll never do that. They're going to bail out Silicon Valley. But what is happening is we will do that. And then we'll set up communities where like, hey, look at this system where it's all clean and everything's fucking fine. Why don't they release Tesla's patents, huh? Oh, wait, because it'll solve world problems. It's insane. The lies are... People aren't dumb enough. Their solutions are electric car that takes more resources to make, and also slave labor for the cobalt. So child slave labor and more minerals than a conventional oil car. And that's the solution. And the grid can't even handle charging all of them. And then a lot of times it's charged by fossil fuel. This is the solution. Does this make any sense at all? No. And they still have us fighting over it. Meanwhile, hemp or that Porsche, there's a water car already. Porsche has one. I just saw that on the TikTok. Not only is there a water car after they murdered like 6 poor water car inventors, it's owned by Porsche and it's a high-end water car and it has 0 emissions and no gas or some shit. They have that right now.
Is it like a hydrogen fuel cell or
something like that? Come on, dog. I don't even remember the fucking Kubal. What the fucking Gayukaki? I just know it exists
Yeah.
right now by a brand,
Have you shit your pants recently?
Mm-mm. I like that I have to think about that. Hang on. Just shit. Okay, we're back. My homie texts me, and it's called diacyanin. Diacyanin. In the 1920s, a scientist named Walter Kilner experimented with a dark blue chemical dye called diacyanin, which he poured into the glass screen. And when he gazed through the screen, he found that he was able to see the aura of a person standing in front of him. Okay, that's the part I already knew. But then he told me the extra where he put these two glasses side by side and you peeked your head in and you could see the astral plane. And that's when they came in and got this.
Ah.
And then they said, don't do that. You're going to let everyone know that shit's not so serious. It's all a game. It's just a ride. Enjoy the ride. Who cares your home's being foreclosed on? Who cares the government's putting a gun at your head? Grow up. So what, they're coming after your children and there's $1 billion government-funded child trafficking ring? Who cares? Look into that. Anyways, there was this couple that was whistleblowing on that, and then they got murdered a couple days later. Oh my God. What a kawiki dink. Oh God. Did I come back happier? I took 2 puffs. I don't have weed here because I have problems. And all I had was a roach down to the paper with the crutch.
Yeah.
But there was like this much weed left, So I hit it like 3 hits, but the third hit was the paper. And went, but I still hit it, I had to get loosey-goosey for the pod. Now my shoulder's twitching. I was just running on empty. I was expecting to have a guest today. He got in a fender bender. We'll see. Let me see the bump. How's your limp? You got a limp? Okay. All right. You better have a limp in front of me next time. Give me proof something bad happened, or we're not friends. So I got 2 baby ass hits. I don't even feel fucking high. Tease. Give me more. Give me more, God. I want to feel good. You gave me my father. Just kidding. Dad, I told you to listen to this. I'm sorry, Daddy, if you can hear this. Should have texted me on my birthday last year, huh? I'm just kidding. He actually mailed me a card. He was out of town on my birthday again.
Every year, right?
Every year. I'm like, dog, you have 3 kids. You're consistently out of town for 2 of them. Here's why it pisses me off. He doesn't have a job. He has nothing. He does whatever the fuck he wants 100% of the time. He can go any other week of the year. There's 1 week you miss 2 kids' birthdays, and that's the week you keep on going. This is when I go. Go the next week. Oh. Yeah, it solves everything. Yeah, I know. It's all right. Namaste. Let it go. I know I pick on this fool and I have abuse in my act and say he beats me and shit. I do that for a lot of reasons. I was thinking about that because I was like, why do you always have to have some form of that in your set, no matter if it's a million different variations, but I sneak it in. And I think it's because of the story of being told is I am not my stories, even though the whole point is you can be fucked up and still thrive. Like one of the reasons I'm such a huge fan of Tupac, the rose that grew out of concrete. He says in his words, like, you don't look at the petals like, oh, it's damaged. Like, no, thank God that the rose made it out of this muck. And that's why I like telling these stories, is because time and time again people come like, oh, you're Your realistic view on this shit helped me get out of that shit. And that's why it's okay if you got beat or this or that. You can get out. You don't have to keep doing that. The generational trauma cycle, whatever the fuck it is called, I don't know. And that's the point of me making fun of my father so much, is I find it hilarious. I know sometimes people pull back. You do 6 abuse callbacks. Like, oh, again? Yeah. No, but it's funny. It's funny because you laugh at the pain, and then it makes some other poor bastard. Sure, I had it bad, but there's motherfuckers that had it a million times worse. And it makes them feel good about it. You know, like, oh, yeah, my dad too. And they tell me some shit. They're like, my dad tied me to a water heater and I got burned. I'm like, oh, my God. I'm going to go cry with my father and hold him. That's next level. You know, this is the shit that's like fucking told to me. You're like, you were tortured, dog. I mean, I was too, but a little bit. But it wasn't, like, I really believe it wasn't malicious. It was just doing the best of, that's why I'm at peace with it. Finally, took him my whole life, but he was doing the best he could with what he had and the tools he had. His dad was next level, and it's just the fucking stupid cycle. And I like sharing the same old shit is because it's just lets people know that we're all the fucking same. Because for the most part, not everybody. You had a good childhood, but like as I tell these stories, it's just time and time again, and people can relate because it's fucking sadly is most of us. It's fucking crazy, but it's all good. You can be fucked up and thrive. I guess that's the whole moral of the story, is you can still get it. Don't wallow in the pity party. Smile with your tooth hole out. I said that wrong. Smile with your tooth hole out and shine. There it is. Namaste. Yeah, that shit.
Did you get your dad anything for Father's Day?
Fuck no. Fuck him. Generational trauma continues. No, of course I got him some shit. I got him my merch and a lot of weed edibles, and that's like gold for him.
Oh yeah, those Rice Krispie treats.
And yeah, and the candies. I got him 10 milligram candies and unknown milligram treats. Just have a bite, Father. I know I did. It's so funny getting baked goods from fans at shows because you're just like, we'll see.
Yeah, I took a little corner bite of one of those, and then I immediately got paranoid, like, what is in this?
Oh, stop being a pussy. I ate them for 3 days.
All right.
I'm out. Got any more? Give one back. I get it. I keep a little bit more for myself, and then I give it out. And then every time I'm out, I get mad at people I love. Give me back my weed, Father. I gave it to you. No, and then it's just the fiend. I'm also at peace with my weed intake these days. It's not the way it was. But, you know, I did say I was going to get sober. How sober? You know? But it hasn't, I mean, for sure I've slipped a day or two, but it has not gotten back to all day, every single fucking day. And one of the only ways I do that is get rid of it immediately. Otherwise, a day, you know, it happens. So where is it? Huh? I'm out, and now I'm alone with my thoughts. Do you think I want to be here? Ayahuasca's not for another week, dog. I can't be in here by myself. You know how hard it is up here. Yeah, for everybody, bro. Why is everyone at war with themselves? I truly believe that. The moment the chain reaction of healing starts, it's over. Bye-bye, Illuminati. That's what that fool Billy Carson says. He's like, we'll win this overnight the day we stop participating. That's all it is. That's what I mean by them bringing up this topics like trans and abortion. It's just touchy things to get us to go, whoa.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And the moment we pull back and go peace, love, unity. We're all brothers and sisters. Humanity first. Clean water, clean earth, clean energy. It's all there. Just release the patents that are being suppressed. And it's over. It's over. And then we don't even need their fucking patents. There's so many little... I just sound too crazy talking about it without citing resources. Just follow the nerds I mentioned. They'll give you, like, evidence of this shit. But that copper electromagnetic...
Oh, yeah, like the grounding to the bed or whatever?
To the bed, too, but to your crops and produce.
Oh, yeah.
And playing classical music. People make fun of this shit, and then the guy yields 300% higher produce, you know. I said, you know, fucking Google, bitch. You think I'm bullshitting? This shit matters. It's all vibrations. If you don't listen, I just take it from fucking Tesla and then spit it out. Way worse. That's all I'm doing here. I download, I go, oh, thank you, Tesla. Vibrations. Da, 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 da. And then I go, ga, ga, ga. There's many hippie solutions, and the tide is changing. It's coming, baby. Keep smiling and do good deeds, and fuck them, you know. Get your beavers' butts out of my oatmeal. You hear me? Castorum. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, maybe just a little bit. I love some ass. There's the devil. You know he slipped in. You got your little beaver. You got beaver's butts on your nose again, Craig. I like strawberries. I like ass. You ever have ass that smells like strawberries? You will. You will. You keep acting good. God is good. Thanks for that strawberry ass in Florida. Fantastic. Oatmeal. If you don't know what I'm referencing, there's a chemical in a beaver's ass called castorum. It's extracted to replace raspberry, strawberry, vanilla flavorings. It's in cookies, candies, crackers, breakfast cereals, and I just recently found out perfumes. They deem it as all natural because a beaver is all natural. Ain't that some shit? Boy, that sounded smart right there. The psilocybin's kicking in. Man, I hope I don't get hooked on microdosing. It's been all right. It's been...
I mean...
it could be worse.
And you're supposed to take days off for it to really be effective, so it's...
That's what I'm scared of.
That you'll stop taking days off, or...
Yeah. I've already done it twice. I'm just weeping in the wall. I'm like, why am I weeping again? Oh... You took it for 2 weeks, didn't you, Craig? I'll have to purposefully leave it home on runs to not have it with me. Because I'm like, happy juice. I like it when I travel, though. It helps the airplane. That shit sucks. Incubated. Y'all been in the pressure cooker? Okay, I think I'm done. How long have I been rolling? I'm making no sense now.
About an hour here, a little more. More than an hour.
Oh, thank God.
Did you have somebody sent you something or a gift you wanted to show?
Oh, I forgot about that. You're the best. You're the best, you little stinker booty. Museum. The goggles are in a fucking museum. It should be in every home. Ah, creepy uncle. Good uncle. You know? Maybe a little less trauma around the world. You go to the church, they're all demons in here. The Pope's the devil.
It's like the They Live glasses.
Oh my God, that is based on a true story. I always said it. I was kind of joking, but here it is. Dionysian. Did I say that right?
No.
We getting goosed up in here. Man, I just like drugs and getting fucked up, you know? If I'm being real honest.
Who doesn't?
I thought sobriety was supposed to get easier. Why I think about it so much? You're like, man, just one time. Just one time. Fuck. No cocaine, Craig. But if an opioid just happens to fall in your mouth at the party, I thought it was a Skittle. I wanted some titanium dioxide. Disrupt my DNA. Come on, Skid. Oh, no, it was an Oxycontin. Look at this sweet gift box. It's a box, Craig. They got a little note. They gave me coffee. They gave me sweet coffee. No, not unknown milligram crispy treats. Those are welcome too, but coffee is king. Coffee. And I know that's not, although I didn't have a second thought about it because Papa didn't raise no bitch. I wonder what's in it. Eat the whole thing and pray later. You hear me? We're put here to have a good time. So eat the edible that strangers give you. Eat all of it and pray later. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. So what? You have an existential crisis and you thought you died. Good. You come back appreciating the air the next day. Ain't that right?
It's true. That's
right. It's all perspective. So what? You held your breath for 9 minutes. You were clinically dead. Be happy that you have half your speech now. Boy, we're getting dark here. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to coffee. Get that off me, cardboard. Yeah, look at all these gifts. What a sweet. I got a coffee ornament. Come on. Look at this. The little coffee sack. Oh, I could put my rocks in here.
Those coffee Rios?
Yeah, you want one?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I hit him right in the throat. That's so funny. One time I threw a chicken tender across the bar and I hit my cousin Lulu right in the throat. That's the funniest thing I ever did in my fucking life. She was dancing. Just went whack. Oh,
but why
man.
did you throw it again?
Who cares? No, I don't know. No, just like that. Just for fun.
Oh, yeah, you just chucked it?
It's kind of like impulse, reaction, stuff like that would happen if I was drinking and on cocaine. Be like, let's do something, And then it was entertaining, but yeah, I lost friends and got in fights. It happens. You can't, sometimes you push the wrong buttons. You know the drill. Been knocked out, choked out, stepped on. Cocaine. You don't get your face stepped on not on cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that off fucking coffee. Craig had one too many coffees. I had to step on his face. No, it was fucking cocaine, bro. Rick James said it, but it's a hell of a drug. But don't do it. Anyways, dear Craig, thank you for making me laugh on my darkest days. See, this is this type of stuff that makes me cry. So I always look forward to your podcast. Keep being the raw, goofy you. I got a little something I hope you enjoy. Love, Sarah Kolenchak. IG at Sarah Colejo. That's what's up.
Does she have like a coffee business, or she just...
Oh, I hope so. Check her out. Whatever it is. She wrote her name and handle, which means she wants to be named. She's not anonymous. So I love you and thank you. This is why I share my little fucked up stories, because repeatedly, fools would be like, "Oh shit, my daddy leaves town on my birthday too." No, my mom's a sweetheart and a saving grace, but she also operates out of fear, which it's not. She'll give me her heart. She'll give me her. My mom will give me whatever she has. It's unconditional love. But she operates in fear just because she came up in Los Angeles and was a bit of a square and doesn't like drinking and drugs. And she came up in the projects in L.A. and that's, And so she's scarce, just, I don't blame her a lot. My aunt, not my aunt, my grandma Kiki was that way too, just scared. You're just like, why are you always scared? And it's just because bad shit happens. But that's just... no way to be, and that's what I'm working on. I'm tired of being in survival mode. It's why I walk into a room and don't remember what I'm doing, Like, that's why I like that full Gabor Mate and messages like that, because we all fucked up, but it's okay. It's okay. Now laugh and eat an edible from a stranger and take a nap. But, yeah. Where was I going with that? I don't remember. I think that's it. Did I tell all my stories right there? I went...
You're talking about your mom. but I think.
Oh
so.
yeah, no, she's just a sweetheart, but coming from a fear based, so those never like everything's gonna be all right. It's like, oh yeah, that could happen. Yeah, that's, I guess, because actually my dad is more the fucking is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just scary in other areas. But I like that I have that because it helps in life, because you're just like, fuck it. It is what it is. Let's go. We gotta go. Keep it moving. Keep going forward, onward and upwards. And yeah, so I like that. I'm like, fuck it, dog. It helps with stand up. Fuck it. Say it. Do it. You might get arrested. Fuck it. Do it. Ain't nobody here right now. I don't see the feds. No. And yeah, that's it. I'm just a bit tired, and I think I'm done. I love you all. You keep showing up. We're going to heal the world one little heart at a time, one weird shit. If I get too weird on you, it's okay. But something's going wrong out there. You've seen these streets. But that in itself is still all right, because we are getting out of that. We're waking up. We're conscious now. We see the stupid games, and we're like, nah, man. It's so easy to get caught up. You turn on the TV, you're caught up. Done. It's laughable, because both my families, they each watch one side. Mm-hmm. And I follow both sides too. I purposefully do to because it's like, it's laugh. It's caca versus caca. They each do 2 good things and 98 bad things, and then we fight over that. It's poop a loop, okay? So stop watching it. Go garden, grow your own food, and we all gonna vibrate higher, man. Listen to Outkast and the woke motherfuckers. You listen to Goody Mob, Gorillaz, Tame Impala, It's a band from this new wave. It's 83. It's a good album. And just awake motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Kanye, don't listen to him talk, but listen to his music. Good music. And I love you all. Let's stay up, take care of each other, vibrate higher, and that's it. Peace out, homies. Namaste.